Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect and the 1/3. Alright? And shalom to all you brothers out there presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures teach us. Alright? And just back with a quick lesson. Alright? Memorial Day just passed, and I want to stress that hey, these teen takeovers that we're seeing. Remember, at the end of the day, everything is of the Lord, but these teen takeovers that we're seeing happening, not just in Chicago but all over the world. All right, this is going to be the new norm. Okay? This is going to be the new norm. You see? And me personally, I feel that possibly that these teen takeovers are orchestrated by the police. All right? But I don't have no proof for that. So that's just me thinking as a man. But yeah, these teen takeovers, we're going to see it all over, okay? And they're going into, doesn't matter what neighborhood it is, whether it's a high-class neighborhood, or the ghetto, it doesn't matter, all right? These young teens have no shame in their game at all right? So I'm going to let this video play.
The Memorial Day holiday ended with another teen takeover in the city.
This one was at the 57th Street Beach, and Emmy Victor is there now with the latest on this. Emmy?
Well, Pat, I just spoke with the Chicago Police Department moments ago. They don't have any updates to share about this gathering here in Hyde Park yesterday. Video into our newsroom shows hundreds of teens gathering at the 57th Street Beach. Some people were even seen in handcuffs. It started with an alert from the University of Chicago Police, warning people about a teen takeover planned in Hyde Park on Memorial Day. That warning turned into a reality when hundreds of teenagers arrived at the 57th Street Beach yesterday for the unauthorized gathering. This was the scene along the lakefront yesterday after 6 p.m. Dozens of Chicago police officers were on scene trying to disperse the crowd. Video shows at least 2 people being detained. It also looks like a Chicago police officer might have gotten hurt. You can see other officers helping him walk away from the crowd. An ambulance did show up shortly after, but we still don't know if anyone was actually taken to the hospital. The large gathering even caused lane closures on DuSable Lakeshore Drive. The Office of Emergency Management sent out an alert at 7:45 p.m., warning drivers to avoid the thoroughfare near 57th Street. This is the second teen takeover making headlines for Memorial Day weekend. A driver has been charged with attempted murder after allegedly striking 5 police officers with a vehicle at a teen takeover Sunday morning on the near west side. Authorities say the officers were working to disperse the crowd when someone in a blue sedan drove towards them. It remains unclear whether anyone was arrested at last night's gathering.
All right. And see, these teen takeovers are happening because these kids are just little monsters, little gremlins running around with nothing to do, full of energy with nothing to do, all right? Bunch of demons just running around on 10, full of energy with nothing to do, okay? And hey, yeah, it goes back to the parents and how they were raised at home as well. Okay? See, this is what you get when a child's left to himself and the mom kicks the father out, kicks the man out of the picture. All right? Okay? So now there's no man in the household or in the picture And this is what you get, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to bring out, this is Proverbs 29 and 15. Okay? It says, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Okay? And these kids, hey, they're left to themselves to do whatever they want. Okay? They're left to themselves to do whatever they want. All right? You know? There's no order with these kids. No one is giving them correction. Nobody's giving them order. All right? You know? And this is what you get out of it. All right? This is what you get out of it. A bunch of kids with no morals, no values. All right? Matter of fact, this is Sirach 30 and 8. Okay, and I'm gonna read to 13. It says, a horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. You see? A child left to himself will be willful. Okay? And these kids are just left to do whatever they want. All right? It says, conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness. Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. You see, and most of these moms, all right, they treat their sons like that's their boyfriends. And a lot of them treat their sons better than their boyfriends. You know, they sit around and laugh with their son. They sit around and laugh with their kids rather than disciplining them. All right? Because they want to be seen as the cool mom. Okay? Well, the scripture says, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him. Okay? Verse 11, give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies. All right? And these moms trying to be cool moms, okay? They wink at all their kids' follies, all right? They see the stuff that their kids are doing and how it's building up to other stuff, okay? You know, these moms know their kids are going to these takeovers. They know, all right? But they could care less, all right? Verse 12, bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart. Chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. You see? So these kids are, this is the byproduct of, this is what you get when you take the man out of the house and you leave a child to themselves to do whatever they want as they're being raised by a single mom, all right? The byproduct is you got a bunch of teens running around with nothing to do, going to these takeovers, being around other teens, complete strangers, and they all just stand around and just stare at each other. See, these are nothing but just demonic demon gatherings. That's what they are. Okay? That's what they are. And these kids, you know, this is going to be all summer, you know. and it's gonna, it's gonna end up, one of these kids gonna end up getting shot and killed by police or a bystander. This is Isaiah 19 and 17. All right. But at the end of the day, like I said, this is all of the Lord. All right. It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, and everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he has determined against it. Okay. And hey, all these teen takeovers, if you really look and watch, it's mainly Judah, all right? These so-called Negroes. It's mainly Judah. Yeah, you got some Southern Kingdom in there. I mean, you got some Northern Kingdom in there. But it's mainly Judah, okay? The scripture says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Well, that's what these kids are doing. They're terrorizing these neighborhoods. All right? They're terrorizing these neighborhoods. And I can see it already. The white folks are getting scared. They're getting nervous. Okay? They getting nervous. So I'm going to end it with this second Esdras. This is second Esdras. 5 and 8. And I'm going to end it with this. It says, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. All right? And those monsters are who are the ones showing up to these teen takeovers, all right? Those are the monsters that came from them menstruous women, all right? Them adulterous mothers that had these monsters. That's the result, all right? And now they don't know where their kids are, and they're at some takeover, So, hey, what can you do, right? What can you do? All we could do is just continue to watch, pray, and, be wise and stay away from these takeovers, all right? Because at the end, the saints are going to take the kingdom. That's the real takeover. So hopefully this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.